A trustworthy business partner is somebody who has your best interests at heart. Someone who wants the best for you. Someone who genuinely wants to see you win. Someone who's like, man, this is somebody that it brings me joy to help others win and be successful. Also, if you can create that harmonious connection with somebody through a transaction, through a system, through leverage, through a business contract, that's a win-win relationship in business, man. And those are the best things, because if you're working with somebody and you're winning, but they aren't winning, the deal is lopsided. It's 80-20, 60-40 in your favor or their favor. It will always bring up animosity in the future. If I'm going to do business with somebody and your personal life is crazy, you have no integrity, no values and principles, and you expect me to trust you in business? No.
Sold out service, and you know we've been working. We serving, we earning. The watches, it's hurting. Big heart, but it started with Chris. Seen a lot when it comes to this biz. Don't serve, don't earn. They gotta shift keys to be a capitalist.
When it comes to business, man, trust is everything, man. Trust is the bedrock of business, man. Trust brings speed to business. Speed of Trust, a book by Stephen Covey, talks about that, right? It's a book that I've read a couple of times. And so one of the first times I had a business relationship that was broken, right? We had trust, we were building a business together, and trust was broken. And it was a money transaction, pretty large transaction, and there's a lie there, and it cost me money, and this person took advantage of me, and trust was broken, man, with that individual. And what's crazy is that this individual person is somebody that I could have been in business with long term, but it's just what didn't work out really well, because Trust is everything when it comes to doing deals and doing large transactions, and trusting someone that these things be done correctly, that integrity to be there when you're not looking. And so when trust is broken with an individual, if you're the person breaking that trust, you can't expect to not do business with that person ever again. Because like, who wants to do business with somebody they can't trust, that can be lying about transactions, about fees and certain things? But the biggest challenge is this: in order to move forward in business, you have to trust again. I've met people who have been done wrong, and they're like, man, I don't trust anybody. I'm doing it solo. If you want to accomplish anything great, you have to recruit the efforts of others, whether it's business transactions, whether it's colleagues, partners, vendors, people you're aligning with, right, with pursuing your goals and dreams. So you have to trust again. So one of the biggest challenges is, okay, cool, how do you trust again when someone's broken your heart, someone stole from you, man? That's business for you one-on-one. One of my mentors mentioned that I had an interaction where someone had did me wrong, right? I said, this can't be possible. I mean, what the hell? He says, man, if you expect to be a deca millionaire one day, have a net worth of 10 million, 100 million, $500 million, you're going to have business transactions go wrong with someone did you wrong. Expect it to happen at least once or twice. Expect someone to hustle you or lie on a transaction with a real estate deal you're doing, and boom, it gets exposed. Because you have to be willing to take risk in anything in life to accomplish something. And so even in personal relationships, whenever you love somebody, when you say I love you, when you say I do to someone, and you get married, you're exposing your heart and trusting this individual. And if they break your heart, guess what? If you ever want to love again, you gotta trust again, right? So even in business, man, so if there's someone out there saying, man, I've been done wrong before, I'm more of a solo guy now, you're doing it all wrong. That's like saying, hey, this girl broke my heart when I was 16 years old. I'm never going to like a girl ever again. I don't want any more girlfriends. I'm never getting married because I had my heart broken at age 16. What are you doing, man? Get back up, dust yourself off, man. Keep pushing forward. Trust again. Trust but verify. Put things in place, like systems of accountability, so someone can't take you for everything you own, right? So you want to be wise in that sense, but at the end of the day, you have to trust again if you want to build anything great. A trustworthy business partner is somebody who has your best interests at heart, even more than themselves in some cases, right? Hard to find out, right? Someone who wants the best for you, someone who genuinely wants to see you win, someone who's like, man, this is somebody that it brings me joy to help others win and be successful. But also a business partnership to where when you win, they win. That's ultimately what you need. When I win, you win. When you win, I win. If you can create that harmonious connection with somebody through a transaction, through a system, through leverage, through a business contract, that's a win-win relationship in business, man. And those are the best things, because if you're working with somebody and you're winning, but they aren't winning, the deal is lopsided. It's 80-20, 60-40 in your favor or their favor. It will always bring up animosity in the future. So you gotta find a way to say, okay, cool, how can I help you in? My business organization, guys, I'm building an agency here. As a broker in my agency, man, if you're an agent working with me, when you win, I win. Let's make it happen. So I have all the interest in all the interest on my side to help you win and be successful. So when you're dealing with business transactions, if it's a one-win situation, that won't be a flourishing relationship at all. It's got to be a win-win. So you want to be in business with somebody who genuinely wants to see you win. There's a nobility they want to see you in there. The nobility is saying, hey, I want to see this person win in life. But two, when you win, they win, and vice versa. That's the most harmonious relationship you can create in business. And when you're looking at people to work with, right, the best way to know how they do business is to talk to people who have done business with them in the past. Like, check what's their track record, man? What's their track record, right? The first time I dated my wife, right? I'm dating her, right? And I'm gonna ask her out. I asked around about who she was. Like, hey, man, you know anything about Vicina? You know, what's her background, man? One of the guys, hey, you know Vicina? Hey, y'all ever like dated before? No, okay. Oh, never. Okay. Oh, she's hard to get to. Okay. Cool. I'm doing my background investigation on my future girlfriend. So if I have a business partner that I'm going in business with, and we're going to be doing transactions and contracts, and I'm going to be exposing myself to them, and vice versa, I want to know who they are. Who have you done business? What's your book of references, man? Who knows you in this industry, right? If no one knows who you are, you have no background to yourself, no body of work. I'm gonna give you minimum amount of exposure, and obviously that's not gonna create a relationship we both want. If you want me all in, you're all in. I gotta trust you 100%. And so those characteristics of people who have done business with people in the past, people who have a servant's heart, people who you've seen want to help others. It may sound crazy for me personally, your personal life. If I'm going to do business with somebody and your personal life is crazy, you have no integrity, no values and principles, and you expect me to trust you in business? No. My question is, how do you treat your wife? Do you respect your wife? Do you honor your wife, right? Are you some crazy sleazeball going around town doing? I'm not working with you. Now I'm not judging you, but you're not doing business with me. No, because the way you do one thing is how you do all things, especially when it comes to integrity. I really believe that statement when it comes to integrity. So if you lack integrity in your marriage, you're lacking in business. If you lack integrity in your relationship with other people, your friends and family, you're lacking with me. Well, if you're gonna do your wife wrong, your husband, the father of your four kids, why would you not do me wrong? And so one of the easiest ways is just to watch somebody, man. Just watch how they talk, their language, what they say. They slide certain things. Man, I had a guy before me I was interviewing for interviewing to work with in business, and we're at a bar, right? And we're having a drink, sitting there talking. And the guy's sharp, man. Like, this guy can work with us very well, man. He's sharp, works in sales, man. Clean cut guy. And then he started talking about women in a very derogatory way. And I'm like, bro, that's not how I view women, bro. I'm sorry, I don't think all women are female dogs. Like, what are you? What? And she's just loose. I'm like, oh, you can't come to my office and work with me. I've got women there that I respect. So right then and there, I was like, okay, I knew, okay, this is not someone I'm calling back. We're good. And we never did business again. Never did business again together. Because again, great guy, man, great at sales, driven, sharp, good-looking guy. But your internal values and principles on women don't align with mine, so I'm good. I don't want to work with you. One thing I would never do is hire my girlfriend, boyfriend, significant other, spouse, husband, wife. Never hire your significant other for work. Never, because here's the thing. The lines become very gray between boss and boyfriend, boss and girlfriend, relationships and certain things. So when you're talking to this person, you're giving demands, right? And you have certain command skills. You're giving the orders on what needs to be done, giving direction. You're leading through the right way. You're managing and leading with purpose. You're saying, hey, let's get this done. But when it comes down to a deadline, a certain crunch, something being hit, you're like, hey, I need this done by tomorrow by 10 o'clock.
Excuse me?
Now he or she sees you as a spouse or boyfriend or girlfriend talking to him, and it's like, bro,
This is not gonna work for you long term, man.
never hire your girlfriend or boyfriend. It just doesn't work out, man. So if you want to work with someone who's a significant other, anybody you have a romance relationship with, if they work with you, it's gotta be equals. I rarely see it work where someone is in a hierarchy position within the organization, the org chart, where the wife is down here, husband's here, right, and they take demands and orders from the higher person up. And they go home and they're good. No. I guarantee you, if you hold your wife or husband accountable at work and for write-up, right, a coaching, right, you want to coach your girlfriend, coach your wife. That night when you go home, man, there's no romance happening, bro. you can't kiss that goodbye. He or she is still upset. And so just leave it alone, man. I would not suggest hiring anyone you have a romantic relationship with. I'll keep those two things separate. Now, if it's somebody you're serious about, you're building something together, bring them up with you and have an equal position within that organization. So you guys are equals. And if you can't, leverage third-party individuals to coach each other. You can't coach him, she can't coach you. It's kind of how it is, right? And so leverage a third-party mentor, coach, counselor, psychiatrist, right? Somebody to help you be able to say, okay, cool, let me leverage this person to speak into my spouse's life. So in conclusion, when it comes to business, man, trust is the key to having a successful relationship with somebody else, man. So you got to trust them first. If you can't trust anybody, nothing's going to come from this relationship. So I'll always subscribe to a philosophy of I'm going to trust first. I'm going to assume positive intent, and you can lose your trust in me. I want to trust you first because I want speed in business. If you want to have a successful business, it's speed to implementation, speed to success, speed to getting things done, speed to sales happening. Trust has got to exist fast. However, don't be the person that says, hey, I'm going to trust you over time. So trust quickly, but also verify when it comes to business, guys. With that being said, guys, do not forget to subscribe to the channel here on Southern Aaron, guys. If you got value from today's content, comment in the comment section below, guys. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram at SoldOutServer. Until next time, we'll see you soon.